Blessed morning. So let's get into this dope content. Let's get into this dope content. So this is part two. This is part two of coping with the pain. Of coping with the pain. And to cope with the pain, it's very difficult for your ops, for your opposition. And who is your opposition? Who is your opposition? Right? Because they can't cope with the pain that the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence, has given you, right? And what has he given you? What has he given you? Right? And let's get into this because it's really, really important. What has he given to you was he has given you talent. He has given you benefits. He has given obstacles in your life. This is what he has done. He has done that. And the reason why he has done that because it is your time to shine. It is your time to give. It is your time to fulfill your physical needs, right? That you have to fulfill. And whatever needs, what are the needs that you need to fulfill or the wants that you have to fulfill? It's family value, right? It's family value, right? It's structure, it's business, it's generational wealth. These things is really important. Why? Because you're not going to be here for long. You're not going to be here for long. You are not going to be here for long. And these are the things that he is telling you to fulfill. It is not to waste what he has forgiven you, right? It is not to waste what is he about to give you. And what he's about to give you is only for you, right? So in the process, he removed people in and out your life so that he can give you certain things, which is for you, something that you pray for. You pray for this. You pray for the opportunity to lifting yourself up. You pray for the opportunity for the level up. You pray for the opportunity. And by you praying, those see, which is your ops, that the Creator has his hand upon you, and they would do anything in their power to do what? To do what? Is to destroy what the Alpha Omega Supreme Being got for you. So they not going to cope with their pain. The pain is that they see you being the enlightenment towards your family, your community, your society, and the whole entire universe. And they don't want that. That is the same behavior that Cain and this sick barbaric did to Abel, because they seen this sick barbaric saw what the Almighty had for Abel in the future, and he couldn't have that, so he got his brother to kill him. He got his brother to murder and kill him. That's right. That's right. That's right. So they don't want to cope with the pain. Their pain is to bring pain upon you. And by bringing pain upon you is seeing that the Creator has his hand upon you, and everything that he is giving you, it is divine, it is for you to ask true fact. So they're going to do everything in their power to stop that. If it means to murder and kill you. That's what it means. To murder and kill you. To murder and kill you. Because they see the Alpha Omega hand upon you. They see the light upon you. They see the shine upon you. They see the knowledge upon you. They see the guidance upon you. And the only way to stop you, whether you are up or down, they want you gone from this earth. And that's exactly what happened to Abel. This is an actual true fact. It's the same tactics. It's the same tactics. It's the same tactics. Now, this individual has been waiting, patiently praying for the Alpha Omega to bless him and believing in him and standing on business and loyalty, not associating partners with him. They don't associate partners with the Alpha Omega. They don't do that. They know exactly who he is, because you know They understand the scripture and they understand the attributes of him that he placed upon mankind so that they can have a little bit understanding of his characteristics. And this is an actual true fact. Yes. Yes. So I need for you to understand this. I need for us to understand it is that your op and people that hate you is not going to cope with you leveling yourself up. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. Even though you cope with the pain, whatever you was going through, you thought it was pain. You thought it was pain, but it wasn't pain. It was breaking you down to build you back up, physically, mentally, spiritually, because you have to be prepared for what he has to give you so you can do your task and do your job. This is an actually true fact. Yes, this is part 2 of coping with the pain. Listen, I need for you to get, go on my descriptions, press more, go on my descriptions. There's part 1. Part 1 got 25K, I think so. We have 25K on part 1. Right, this channel is growing. This is the dopest channel that's out on YouTube because we get fruitful information. We get information that can rise your spirit up, that can rise your intelligence up, that can rise your benefit up, that can rise anything that has to do with the development of you and your family and your loved ones and your community and your society. Yes. 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 They're not going to cope with the pain. They're not going to cope with the pain. They're not going to cope with it because they can't deal with the pain. They think that the pain is punishment upon them. No, you have to go to that because you have to learn a lesson in order for the Alpha Omega to bless you in the future, which you may not know your future. So instead of waiting for the long outcome of your future, you're like, yo, you know what? I ain't going to get old, man. I need to get mine right now. I need to get mine right now. And that's why Canaan felt that way towards Abel, even though he was blessed. Cain was blessed. He was blessed also, but when he started working with this sick barbaric devil demon, the benefits of him start to digress. It started to be wiped out little by little, little by little. It's an actual true fact. Actual true fact. So I want us to understand that coping with the pain of your op, coping with the pain of you leveling yourself up, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. They're going to keep wishing on your downfall. They're going to keep talking about you. They're even going to plot to murder you. This is an actual fact. And you have to understand this. Especially on these major platforms, everybody's fighting for views, share, likes, and subscribers. Everybody's fighting for this money right here that's in this pot. Everybody's fighting. So that lets me know if you're fighting for this money, you're fighting for physical material. Instead of fighting for the gripe, instead of standing with the Alpha Omega Supreme Being and letting him lead you into the spiritual battle so that you can do what? So that you can define your square and define your circle, right? With knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, with supreme mathematics and understanding supreme being, right? Allowing him to do that so that he can fulfill your promise physically, spiritually, and mentally. You rather go to the sick barbaric devil demon, which procreated, is only for a measly time. It's never everlasting. His promise is everlasting. His promise is not everlasting. Do you understand that? It's fake. It's fake. His promise is fake. I know that ought to be too well because I dibble and dabble in that life. And that life has took many of Abel descendants down a dark path of trying to be slick and go around and above or whatever they think they was doing to get to this. That was the downfall of them. And that was the downfall of many of them because you got to keep procreating. Over here All you got to do is maintain and listen to the Alpha Omega. He will bring it towards you. He will let you harness the sun. He will let you harness anything that's in the universe for your benefit if you pray to him. That's an actual true fact. It's an actual true fact, brothers and sisters. This is where you're going to get the knowledge, wisdom, and the truth. This is where you're going to get it from. Ain't nobody giving it up like that. It's nobody giving it up like that. It's nobody giving it up because everybody's chasing what's on the corners. Everybody's chasing this gangster persona life. Everybody's chasing the here and now. The here and now. The here and now has a beginning and end. The beginning and end. That's right. So I want you to understand that. So this is part two of coping with the pain. And coping with the pain, your op is not going to cope with the pain. This sick, barbaric, devil demon mindset is not going to cope with the pain of you leveling yourself up, getting to another plateau in life. He's not going to do that. He want to put somebody else in that position, right? That's going to do his dirty work. He don't want you there. But he don't have nothing to do with that because everything is for the Alpha Omega plan. So I want you to understand that this is part two. That's right. Of course. Of course. I never said there was not no good people. What I'm speaking up against, I want you to forget. I want you to realize what I'm speaking up against is evil. I never said there was no good people. I ain't never said that. So I don't know why you would say that. There is good people too. Did you just join my video or you came later? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. So I know this to be true because I used to be that mindset of youth, of the future. I used to be like that. So I know how this sick, barbaric devil demon gets into the mind of our future to bring us down a dark path. Yes, I do. Yes. It's really important because his objective is to snuff everybody out. Snuff you out so you don't have to teach to the future. The future bridges the gap between this life and the next. He places guns and drugs inside of their hands and minds and bodies and let them go do them. Yes. People is not evil. People is not evil. People is not evil. They have a choice to do free will, to do evil. When we first was created, he didn't create us for evil. He created us for good. And at the beginning, there was only belief. There was only good. Once this sick, barbaric devil demon learned of free will and the mindset of the human being, he used the mindset and everything else to flush out the evil and procreate evil. Evil was just didn't come upon the earth. It took time and time and time and time for evil, meaning the acts of violence and everything else, to come about. This is true. This is true. So I need for you to understand that. I need for us to understand that. You're right. Everyone's loyalty doesn't exist. It exists, but nobody want to practice it. It exists, but nobody want to practice loyalty, because when it comes to loyalty, when you being loyal, meaning that if you see $1 on the floor, you're not going to pick it up. You see somebody drop $1, you dropped your $1, and you go pick them up. You go pick it up for them, or you like, listen, you drop this $1, go pick it up for them. That's right. That's loyalty towards the Alpha Omega, and giving them back. That's the blessings. Everybody cannot see the blessings because blessings is unseen with the eyes. Every blessing that you do is 10,000 rewards. And then in the spiritual realm, it's 10,000 rewards. 10,000. See, over here, the blessings is one. But to the Alpha Omega, is 10,000 rewards. I think it's even 10 or 50,000 rewards to him. That's right. And this is what we must understand. When do good is it angels making do good? So why evil is demon? Demon is not a evil. We got to understand, we associate free will with evil. This is free will. Free will is not evil. Free will is not evil. We associate our free will with evil. You understand what I'm saying? The animals don't have free will to stop them from being violent or to go after being predator or prey. I want to break this down to you, right? So they don't have the free will to stop. Like, hold on, I'm not going to chase this deer. That's evil. But the human being does have the free will if he wanted to chase the deer or not, and then act on violence and kill the animal. You understand? Having conscious mind of free will. So this, I hope this answers your question. Evil is not, free will is not evil. Free will is not evil. What mankind has brought forth is brought forth chaos and confusion upon the earth, so we may associate our free will with evil, but our free will is not evil. Because the reason why the Creator created us with free will, because we needed to get things done upon the earth, upon the universe, everything on the left, the right, up and down, in between of the universe. So I want you to understand that free will is not evil. A lot of people don't even know what evil is. Or I don't know what it is. They associate it with demons. They associate with demons. And the reason why these words came about is because of mankind not understanding this entity species. So we associate it with evil and demons and all of these other things. You know? We associate it with this because we don't know the understanding of the spiritual realm like we supposed to know. This is an actual true fact. So we associate our free will with evil, which is not. It's a choice to do good or to do good or to do bad. To do good or bad. Good or bad is a choice between it's a choice between doing good. Once this sick, barbaric devil demon added in the bad, that's when non-belief starts seeping in, because once mankind understanding knew that they was part of the Alpha Omega, this sick, barbaric devil added in, let's kill the Creator. Let's kill him and dethrone him, because you are him and he is you. This is an actual true fact. Once she learned that the Creator took a piece of his essence, a piece of his no beginning and end, a piece of his power, and gave it to mankind, right? He did what? He used mankind. That's right. So this is part two. Part two of coping with the pain. But coping with the pain is your op, this entity. Give us some advice. What is the biggest mistake you made? Share some wisdom from youngin'. The biggest mistake that I made in life was not accepting my gifts, my spiritual gifts. I was too young to accept my spiritual gifts. And my spiritual gifts gives me, from him, gives me insight and gives me intelligence, right, and intellect on sharing with others to help them to unravel a lot of darkness upon their life. That's the worst mistake I ever made, because I was young and didn't know my powers that I knew now that I have, because I needed to grow into my gifts. Everybody got to grow into their gifts, gifts in order to understand. So it's going to take experience of going through things. But while you are going through things, you do not, under no circumstances, do acts of violence. Do not treat your downs that you consider your downs. Do not treat them as a punishment. They are only a vessel of enlightenment upon you, so that when you become of age, he can bless you with more knowledge to understand. That's right. That's right, for the next generation. Grand Rising, my brother, how you doing? Grand Rising. I appreciate that your guys are here with me. I appreciate your guys are here with me, and this channel is growing. Go look at my description. It's not there now. When I'm done later on, when you got a chance, hit the notification bell. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it so you can know that I'm dropping bangers and hit for you and me. Right? So in my description is going to be part 1 there. We got 25K. We got 25K. Right? I think we got maybe like 15, I don't know, 50 likes. So let's get this out. We need this. We need it. Peace, y'all. Peace, 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 peace.